I have a little star dude that I made a long time ago that I'm gonna actually put on the screen now for the first time ever. At least you have a sense of taste. Okay, so the first day that I thought that I might have had it, unfortunately, was like the day that I was flying out. And I stopped that morning at Chick-fil-A and got a Chick-fil-A like breakfast meal, like little breakfast biscuit sandwich, like chicken biscuit, and they're like hash brown like things or whatever they are, little tater tots, and all of it tasted gross. I was like, ew, this is disgusting. Why is it like it just it didn't taste like necessarily gross. It just tasted like off. And then that's when it kind of hit me. I was like, oh man, I hope I don't have COVID. I was already like through my first flight, and I had another like 45-ish minute flight to go, and I'm like, man, I really hope I don't have COVID. So I preemptively just got a mask and just masked up. Yeah, I was like, this is terrible. Because all I could thinking about was like I just got off a flight with like so many people. I wasn't like coughing or anything. I was really asleep for like majority of the flight because my flight out of Seattle to Texas didn't leave until like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I just like slept the whole time. Um, but even with that, like being around people, still suffer from the loss of smell. Oh man, I'm hoping it's not gonna go that way for me. We're gonna see. The first day getting home was the absolute worst. Um, Something that happened too that I don't know if this is a symptom of COVID or not. And hopefully you guys will let me know if you ever. Okay, the bridge still is broken. All right, cool. So they still didn't fix this yet. We love that. All right. Um, I didn't. I don't know if this is a symptom of COVID or not, but something that did happen. Um, was that I found it very hard for me to regulate my body temperature. On the flight in from Seattle back to Texas, I had like I broke out into like cold sweats. I don't know I don't know what happened there, but like I had like and to give you an idea of what I was wearing, I had like long like you know jeans on. I had long socks on. I had some black and white Nike, sneaks on or whatever. How you doing, Sarah? But as far as like my top, I was layered up. I had like a dry fit shirt on, and then on top of that, I had like a baseball tee on top of that, and then I had a sweatshirt on top of that, and then I was wearing a hoodie on top of that. So I was like layered up. I was like 4 layers deep, right? Um, and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, my body got like cold as hell. And I reached up and touched my forehead. My forehead was sweating. I don't even really sweat. Like, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I was like, wow, I've never felt like this before. And I didn't know like if I should get like, I didn't know if I should like call for help or something or like what to do. So I kind of just like sat there with it for like 15, 20 minutes, and then it kind of just went away on its own. But yeah, it was an experience. Hey, how you guys doing? Wait, you were in Seattle? I was. I just left Seattle. I was in Seattle from the 7th through the 13th. So like a pay for like okay, yeah, that's been kind of happening too. Like I keep waking up every now and then, and I'm like sweating, and I'm like, why am I sweating? Yeah. Okay. I had the best weather you get. it's funny because keep in mind again, I'm a Southern bred boy, so that's where again me and Percival like get our commonness in. Where he talks about growing up around Georgia and Alabama, etc. Like he's a Southern boy as well too. So we're used to like when it's quote unquote hot here. Like it says it's like 85 degrees or whatever outside. But if you like check your phone or like check what it actually says, it says it might feel like it's 95 outside. So that's what I'm more used to, right? So for them, they were dying. They were like, it's 85. Oh my God, I'm dying. I hate it. And I'm just chilling. At one point, we went out one night, and I think the temperature was like 75 or something, or like 78 outside. And I have a like dry fit long sleeve underneath a like kind of like thin turtleneck situation going on. And they all look at me while we're singing karaoke, and they go, "Are you not dying? How are you not dying? I don't understand how you're not dying." I'm like, "You guys, I'm used to such a different weather than what you have here. Like, this is nothing to me. Like, I'm used to it being 92 degrees, and the field outside is 110. Like, this is nothing to me." And they're all dying. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. How you doing, Geek? I did not expect you guys to be on so early this morning, but I appreciate you guys. What is shining so hard? Are you shining? You are shining. I don't know what happened, but I can't really see them shine anymore now. Like it's I can see like a little twinkle now, but I don't really see them shine like I used to. It's different as well. Yeah. I know Cali has that like dry heat though, right? Like I'm used to like humidity and all that kind of stuff, so there was no humidity, which I was like, again, I was all down for. Like they were like, "How are you not dying?" I am completely dying. I feel like I'm melting right now. I will say this: I did realize that I am blessed with the privilege of air conditioning. I will say that I'm not used to just waiting for the house that you're in to just cool off at some points, like in the middle of the night, and then whatever temperature it just ends up being at night, you have no regulation over if you want it to be that way or not. You just kind of let it be. So I was not used to that part of it. Oh, I'll do perfectly fine, and like I feel like in most countries closer to the equator, I'll be fine. um, but I did see some cool stuff. I was there. I saw a baby seal. I saw a baby seal nursing its mother's teat. I watched it for approximately like 10 seconds, and then I thought to myself a really weird thought, which was like, this is kind of weird. We're just watching this seal suck on the nip. And then I was like, we should probably stop doing this. So I stopped, and I kept continuing to walk, and went to find a bunch of like jellies and stuff, which I did find. And then I came back, and there was okay. So at first it was just like the four of us, because we saw it was as they were like coming out of the water, and we just kind of stopped and watched. But when I came back, there was like a crowd of people just watching this happen. And I was like, think about this just like in nature, how strange this must be for the animal. I don't know why my brain went there, but my brain was like, yeah, like I was like, this must be so strange for the animal itself to just be kind of laid up here, just doing what it does naturally, and just having like, there was like 20 people, having 20 creatures just watch you. Yeah, anyway. The lack of AC in Washington is immoral. I had to leave. Oh no. I'm born and raised here, but despise the weather here. Okay, so here's the thing. So I travel a lot in and out of Texas, in and out of New Orleans, and occasionally I'll get sent to like Atlanta for some stuff, right? I think out of the places that I've been so far, my favorite is probably New Orleans. And what what I love so much about New Orleans is that New Orleans has such a rich culture of people, and it's literally known as like the city with a soul. Like New Orleans has so much soul, and that's why I love it so much. Like it's one of those places where you can just walk outside and just be flooded with the sounds of jazz music. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those. It's such a like a there of course like in fact this is like in every state. There are some places of course you shouldn't go, and you know them right away when you see them. But majority of New Orleans is like it feels like a family. Like everybody's there trying to like help one another and things of that nature. And like there's good food just about everywhere, etc. I had a lot of good food in Seattle, but I found a lot of places that we ended up going it took us like 30-40 minutes to get to, and I'm not used to that. Yeah, like I'm used to like I could just walk to a place. I could literally just park somewhere in New Orleans and just walk from spot to spot and like get some great food wherever I go. You know what I mean? And I wasn't used to like being in Seattle, like going to the city and like there's a really good spot here, and then going to I think we went to like Linwood, I think is what one of the places was called. There's a really good spot here, and then we went to like oh, you guys are gonna be upset when I say this if you're from Washington, because I still don't know how to say it, but it's spelled like Puyall up. It's spelled P-Y, oh, P-U, sorry, P-U-Y-A-L-L-U-P. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's literally spelled like Puyall up. So I kept saying Puyall up. Um, yeah, like, I don't know how to actually say it, but we went to like those places. We went around, like around Seattle, basically. To a bunch of different spots. And yes, I know it's my first time too, so it's like these are places that they want to show me. I know exactly what you're talking about. That was pretty close. I don't know how to pronounce it. I kept hearing people say it, and I would get it for like a second, but it wasn't like I guess in my brain, because this is how my brain does things for some reason. If it doesn't feel like important information I should hold on to for a really long time, I just don't. Like I just don't. My brain just doesn't hold on to it. So I guess with this freaking name of this place, it didn't deem it as like important. So it was like, all right, cool, we heard it. You came to my city then, Gassy. If I knew you were there, we could have like met up. We could have got like well, hopefully we met up before I got COVID. But we we could have did something. You and another person on YouTube hit me too. Her name is Jan. Jan said that she lived in Spokane, and she was like, "Oh my god, if I knew you were coming, I would have like made it a whole day trip." And I was like, "Oh my god, you don't have to do that." And then I looked up how far away Spokane is. Spokane is like 5-6 hours away. This woman's talking about driving / flying out 5-6 hours to like link with me really quick and like get lunch and then going back home. I'm like, that's ridiculous. No. She was like, if I could have found somebody to watch the dogs, I would have come and like met you. I'm like, you don't have to. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. You still pronounce it wrong? That's hilarious. I might have passed you then, because we were there a lot. We were there a lot. I might have like literally walked past you on the street and you just didn't even know, you know? Where else did we go? We went to Bellevine, I think that's what it's called. I think we went to Bellevine. I think that's what it was called. It was like on the eastern side of Seattle. I remember that much. Oh, Puyallup. Ah. Oh, Puyallup. Puyallup. Okay. Yeah, I just kept saying, yeah, Puyallup. Because that's how it's spelled. It's spelled Puyallup, and I was told to pronounce things the way that they're spelled. I know I've been saying y'all my whole life. Again, I'm a Southern boy, so I know what y'all is. And I look, that's a different spelling of poo. but hey, that's how you pronounce it. Puyallup. But okay. Um, Puyallup. Okay, Puyallup. I'll try to remember that. I'm probably not going to. This is going to be another conversation next time I go to Seattle. I'm going to forget how to spell how to pronounce this place. But no, it was a nice trip though. Um, I went to see where some of my friends live. Some of my friends that I've known for a while, and some I just met a couple years ago, actually, live in Seattle. So and they've been trying to convince me to basically move up there. But I don't think Seattle quite sold me. I'm going to be completely honest. If anything, the thing that I did like the most about Seattle, I love the trees. The trees almost got me. It's something about like seeing something that's, I don't know, I guess like large and like more ancient than you, like, you know, like that kind of thing. And I think a lot of people who live in Washington, from what I could tell, this is just like off of a week of being there. The people are very connected to the land. I didn't get a real feel for the culture, which I wish I did, because I feel like, again, if I get involved in your story, if I get involved in your culture, because I'm such a story lover, and I know that's like what draws me into like anything and everything. If I can get to know the people, then I would have probably been drawn completely into Seattle. But I think because it was more like a look at this mountain, look at this tree, we have mushrooms, baby seal. Like it was one of those. It felt more like I was going to a zoo, like or like a nature museum, than actually getting an understanding of why you love the thing so much, or why these things are so important to you. You know, like that kind of thing. Did you go to Trapper Sushi? Oh, I did not. I did go to like a went to like a sushi conveyor belt place, which was crazy. We took down like 45 plates. I'm not gonna lie, I took down probably like 25 of them myself. Um, yeah, I forgot what place we went to. It was like a sushi conveyor belt place though. Heckin' love sushi. It was so good. We went to like then we went to like some just like Korean style restaurant, which was like beside this karaoke spot in Linwood, which was like, I don't know why, but that was like just a really good combination. Some friends of mine came with the idea of like just getting food, and then like I think we ordered like a couple of bottles of like soju and stuff, and then we went in, did karaoke and stuff, and it was just a really good night. That night was a really really good night, and the next night after that we ended up having like KBBQ. I miss KBBQ because we have one here, but it's not like, I haven't been there yet. I can't really talk any trash or anything about it. It's like a brand new spot down here. So like where I am, we have one here in the city now, and I haven't tried it yet. We also have like a Korean corn dog spot, which is actually pretty good. But we were having KBBQ, which I hadn't had in a very long time. Was very very missed. And then the next day after that, I think is when people started feeling bad, including me. I did see Deadpool and Wolverine while I was there. Won't talk about it, but I just want people to know that I did see it while I was there. I also started watching this show that they put me on to. There's two shows. One is Letterkenny, which I'm still getting a feel for that show. But I completely binged and just finished, as of yesterday, finished Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso, such a good show. If you haven't watched Ted Lasso, watch Ted Lasso. I really, really liked Ted Lasso. But yeah, we watched a bunch of shows. We were kind of just relaxing. I'm gonna sit in KBBQs forever. We did definitely order all you can eat. I don't know where she puts it all. I mean, if if it wasn't one of those things where like we got there 2-ish hours before the place closed, or like everybody finally assembled like 2-ish hours before the place closed, I could definitely see like myself getting at a KBBQ spot at like 5 p.m. and just ordering all you can eat and just sitting there for like 5 hours. I could definitely see it happening. I had a lot of rolled meats. I say rolled meats because we're playing Palia now. I had a lot of rolled meats. Um, I had a couple of the triple chop choppers. Um, we didn't do any sea. Oh no, we did do seafood. I ordered. I ordered. Okay, hear me out. So I ordered octopus, not realizing, or like, yeah, baby octopus, not realizing that. I don't know why. Like now, I'm thinking about the menu and the fact that it said baby octopus. Like I should have just known that it's gonna bring me like they were gonna bring me whole ass octopus, like head, legs, just the whole thing. And I just like put it on the grill and I was like, all right, I'll cook these. I mean, I ate them, but it was like I don't know why I thought I was gonna be. I was expecting them to be like chopped up or something, and they weren't. They weren't. Um, an octopus is like super hard sometimes to gauge too because if you overcook it, it gets all rubbery. So I was trying to overcook it too, but yeah. Anyway, didn't expect that, but I mean, I ate it. It's fine. Um, what else did we end up eating? Um, there's a lot of like pork jowl that was ordered, but fun fact about me, I don't eat pork, guys. So I skipped on all of that. Um, oh, I tried which I had before when I was younger, but didn't realize what it was. I don't know why I feel like I should turn my face towards the camera like this whenever I'm talking. Um, so I've had this before when I was younger and didn't realize what it was now. But I tried beef intestines. Um, Immediately had like a childhood reconnection with it, and I was like, oh, I know what these are. I used to actually really like these as a kid, but I can't stand the smell of them now as an adult. These are what we call in the South chitlins. What the heck? They were delicious. I loved it. Yeah. Oh, you had chitlins, Sarah. Let's go. See, Sarah knows. Yeah. But I didn't. I never. I think I didn't know what it was. Like I used to have them all the time as a kid. Like again, growing up in the South, I used to have them all the time as a kid. And they're like, "Do you like intestines?" I was like, "I don't know if I do or not, to be honest." And I'm always down to try whatever. So I was like, "Yo, just order some. If I like them, cool. If I don't like them, you get double the order." So that's either way, it's a plus plus for you. Um, so we ended up ordering them, and I like it immediately when I tasted them. I was like, I've had this before. Like it was one of those. It was like I think I said that out loud. I was like, I've had this before. I don't know where I've had this, but I've had this before. And I looked it up, and I was like, okay, now that makes sense. But what else? What else did we do in Seattle? We mostly just chilled, to be completely honest. The main purpose was to go on vacation and kind of clear all of our heads and things of that nature, and just kind of relax. Um, oh, we also started watching Bluey too. Judge me or don't judge me, I don't care. I actually really like Bluey, and Bluey's become my like Sunday morning, or sorry, it's gonna become my Saturday morning cartoon now, because I've been trying to like tap back into like some of my childhood stuff now, and I really miss Saturday morning cartoons. So Bluey's gonna become like my hour long Saturday morning cartoon now. So don't at me. Hello, good morning. I hope you get better soon. Aw, Space Age, thank you, Mermaid. How you doing? My nose is currently running, and I'm trying to find an opportunity to like blow it. So I'm going to do it really quick, actually.